everybody, this is Taylor's for Fun, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make this adorable little bumblebee. So, yeah, I'm using my mom's iPad to film, so it's going to be a little bit of a different tutorial. Hopefully it will turn out okay. Yeah, so I will show you guys the supplies you're going to need. You are going to need your hook. This is a hook-only design. A stitch marker, which this is the one I'm going to use, but you can also use a paper clip, a C-clip, a safety pin, whatever you can hook onto a band. Then you're going to need 2 beads. These are just some round beads I bought at Michael's, but you can also get them at Walmart. They work pretty well. I used them for both of these, and I used them for all my Loomigurumi things. Then you'll need 2 7mm pony beads. And if you don't have beads, I can show you guys what you'll do if you don't have those. So let's get started. So now we're just going to get right into making the antenna. These are optional if you don't want them, but they're these little guys. But I think they add a really nice look, and it's really cute. So you don't need your hook to do this. You can just do it with your fingers, but if you want to use floss or your hook, you can. So actually you will need your hook. So the little hole, this is with the 7mm pony beads. You're going to need to take this little hole and stick your band through it. And I'm using this is the silicone from Mixed Metallic, so it does have a slight roundness to it. Yeah, I think it works pretty well. That's what I used on both of my other ones. Sorry. Okay. So, there we go. So you just slide it on there. If you needed to do floss, you could also do that. Now, put both ends on your hook and tie a slip knot. Pull it tight. Now, if you don't know what the film spiffy knot is, I'll show you what I call it, the film spiffy knot. But it's the knot she sometimes does. So you're going to see this little bump right here? You're going to have to take your hook and re-grab that and then pull on it. So you pull that through and pull it tight. I'll show you that one more time. Undo that real quick. Okay. So if you have it like this, just a slip knot with one band on your hook, you can yank down on the bead, grab that bump, and pull it through. Then you kind of have to shimmy it down. Sorry, my hands are in the way a little bit. Just pull it nice and tight there. Okay. So both my antennas are made. You'll need to stop and do another one. And I'm going to get my floss out real quick, because for the eyes, you'll definitely want to use floss. And let me find it real quickly. I'm going to show you what to do right now for if you don't have beads. And sorry about that. Okay. So if you don't have beads, that's okay. You can just use a black band. So for this, instead, just replace the black bead. I'm not going to show you the whole thing, with a cap band that is 4 times around wrapped. So just do that with this if you don't have beads. Okay. So make these and come back to me. And now we're going to make our eyes. So these are with just the Walmart beads, or Michael beads, whatever you want to call them. They're just circular. They weren't very expensive at Walmart, but they're expensive at Michael's. You'll just need one single band for the yellow that you're using. This one was neon jelly yellow from Michael's, and this one was just jelly yellow. And today I'm going to be using opaque yellow, and it's kind of neon. It's from Wonderloom. So hopefully you guys will be able to see that one easily. So I'm just going to put my single band in the middle of my floss, and I'm sorry that my hands are kind of covering. We're going to take our bead and stick it on the floss. Hold on a second. If you wet the floss, sometimes it helps a little bit. And mine is not going to go on for me. Okay, there we go. So eyes and antenna, you'll just want to make those and come back to me. So let's move on. Okay, so now we're going to start on our front of our face. So if I stumble through the tutorial a little bit, I'm very sorry, but I do have my notes right next to me, so I know what I'm doing. Okay, so we're going to take our first band. Oh, and I'll move that stitch marker, but you are going to need it. And wrap it around 1, 2, and 3 times. Also, if you see this throughout the tutorial, it's just a temporary tattoo that I put on. Okay, we're going to put 5 stitches in our magic ring. So we're going to take our single band and slide this cap band on there. So that took me a little while, sorry. Okay, now you're going to tie a slip knot. Don't pull it too tight because otherwise your stitches are going to be they look really loose. So you just need to barely slide it through, so like that. Now go in through your next one, and make sure you go through all 3 loops. It's not going to be terrible if you don't, but you definitely should try to. And we're going to put, sorry, my hands are in the way, another band, pull it through, and reclaim both ends. Now bring this first one, this very first band right here on the hook, bring that through the last 2, so like that. Okay, I'm going to go through the cap band again. Make sure you go through all 3. It should be a little easier. And pull this through the cap band only. Reclaim and take this very beginning band through the back 2. So we've only done 3 stitches and we need to do 5, so we're going to do 2 more. And you just do the same thing 2 more times. Oops. Make sure you reclaim both ends. See how I dropped that? Make sure you have both ends, otherwise it's not going to work out very well. Okay, so I've done 5 stitches, and I'm very sorry if you can hear that wind and rain. It's very stormy outside. So the way you can count if you have 5 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You don't count this very tiny one. You count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we're going to put our stitch marker on here, and you don't have to use this stitch marker in particular. You can use whatever you have that's going to hook on. You can even just take a band and slip knot it on there. Okay, so now we're going to go through our very first band. So that one. So we're going to go through our very first stitch. It's this stitch. I'm going to go through that. There we go. Now we're going to expand all the way around. So that means putting 2 stitches in every stitch, I guess, if that makes sense, in every band. So bring the first one through the back 2. And then go through it again. That same stitch, you're going to go through that one. Pull it through, reclaim, and bring the first one through the back 2. Okay, now we're going to move on to our next stitch. We're going to put 2 bands in this stitch. So 1, reclaim, bring the back one through the other 2. And do that again. And you're going to do that all the way around. So go through your next stitch. Now you're going to use a total of 2 bands in this stitch. So bring the, So if I seem a little bit sounding like I'm tired, it's because I am. Stayed up until about 1 o'clock yesterday. I was at a concert, so a little sleepy. 1, 2. Okay, so this is what we have so far. We're going to take our stitch marker out and put it on the band that's on our hook. Okay, now we're going to do that same thing again. So expand all the way out again. Go through there. Put one stitch in that. Go through that same stitch again. Pull another band through. Reclaim. Bring the back one through the front two. So do that all the way around. Going through that stitch. Another one. Back one through. The next stitch, and we're going to put two bands. I keep calling all of them stitches because they really are all stitches, but I don't want to confuse you. My hand keeps changing the lighting. I think I'll just move some bands right there. Okay then, that one's gone. Generally that can happen in Loomigurumi. Bands fly. Okay, next stitch. I'm going to pull two bands through there. So one, two, and then do that for the other one. Two, one, and two. Okay, and then this time we're going to go into the one with our stitch markers on. Take the stitch marker out, set it aside. We're going to put two stitches in that. One, and finally two. Now we're going to put our stitch marker back on this. So that's what you should have so far. Okay, so some of you guys might be seeing this and be like, that's too small, but don't do another row of expanding. Otherwise your bee is going to get floppy. So put another one. Now what we're going to do, I'll just give you guys a quick heads up if I go a little too fast or a little too slow. We're going to do 3 just normal rows of yellow bands. So not black yet, just yellow. So I'll do that with you guys for probably the first 1 or 2 rows, and then I will go off camera and finish it up. So, this is basically the same thing, just 1 in every stitch. So, I'll explain this to you again. Sorry, I just bumped the camera. Single band through single stitch. Reclaim. Right? See, this band is going to go through this one and that of this one. So hopefully that makes sense. And I'm sorry if you can hear the wind chimes. It is so stormy outside. We had such a sunny day, and then it was just rainy and windy outside. So I'll tell you guys about my concert a little bit. Hopefully that won't be too annoying. If it is, you can press mute. It was super fun. It's called Rock and Worship Roadshow, and it was at the Moda Center in Portland, I think. Yes, Portland. And it was awesome. It was amazing. We had a hard time finding seats, though. We missed about 30 minutes to an hour of a concert because we couldn't find seats, and they wouldn't open the 5th floor. So the funniest thing that happened, we literally got into an elevator, and we rode up and down it like 15 times, and then the person who was controlling it, at the Moda Center, they have people who have to control the elevators. We were like, take us to level 500, and we rode around in it, and she wouldn't take us there because it was still closed. So we missed like an hour of a concert, but we were just hanging out in there, and then she was like, I just can't keep having you guys ride up and down, so she kicked us out. It was pretty awesome. And then we had to just keep walking around. Finally, they reversed the escalator and made it go up. So we were then allowed to go up there, and I just charged up the stairs. I'm like, we have to get a seat immediately, otherwise we're going to miss the concert. Especially because it was like my friend's favorite band going, and I was like, oh, I felt so bad for her. Okay, so, yeah. And just in case you didn't know, the Rock and Worship Roadshow, it's a whole bunch of different bands go. So if you want it to be more like this, you can do that, or you can flip it inside out. But we won't need to worry about that right now. So put your stitch marker back on and do another round of just single crochet. But it was quite funny. The guy we were with, he was frustrated because we didn't think you had to pay for a concert. You should be able to see the whole thing. But oh well, and my power keeps flickering. If you see it, if it goes out and I stop the video, I'm sorry. I think it might go out. It's very windy outside, and it keeps flickering on and off. So this is my second row out of 3 rows I'll need to do. We have a chair rolling around outside. My chickens are going crazy. Their door probably got closed from the wind. I'll have to open it later. I'm trying to think about what else happened. Well, we saw Jamie Grace there. She was amazing. And I really wanted her to sign my t-shirt that I'm wearing right now. That's awesome. I love it. I really wanted her to sign it, but she was so busy. There was literally, we left before the concert was even out so we could get in her line. And there was already about 200 people there. So it was really, she was one of the favorites, I think. Oh, I know she was one of the favorites. And then I got a picture taken with Group 1 crew that I didn't want to take, but I didn't want to be mean to my friend. I was like, okay, it's your favorite band, so I guess I'll get the picture taken with you because she didn't want to do it by herself. I'd never even heard of Group 1 crew before. She was freaking out about them. And then she bought a poster of them, put it in her room right above her bed. And I don't know the guy's name, but he's a lead singer. He's just staring down at her. Creepy. Okay. So I just finished my second round. And I'm going to do my next one on my own, so off the camera. Oh. Should I? Or should I not? We'll see. Well, I'll just do it on the camera with you guys. So, just one more round, and yeah. So I'll explain this one more time, like just really in detail. So I'm coming closer. Single band on your hook. Pull it through. Reclaim. And if you're worried about that cut, it's fine. It's just a paper cut. Take this. Pull it through. Pull it through. So just finish that up. It looks so neon on the screen. It's actually not that bright. It looks pretty much normal, but on screen it looks like it's like super bright. I have a whole little colony of bees. This will be my third little guy. It's okay though, because I think they're so cute. This one seems a tad bit smaller, but I think it might just be my band choice. I think if you guys did like dual layered sweets yellow, that would look so awesome. Can't wait to see your guys' color combos. You don't have to just do yellow and black. You can do anything. Like you could make this a love bug or, you know, whatever. I think it would look really cool if you did sweets yellow with sweets black. I want somebody to try that so I can see it. I need to do Rainbow Loom order because I haven't ordered offline in a long time. I'm behind on all the cool colors. I haven't done an order since my birthday, which was in November. So right after we finish this, I'm going to show you how to do the how to put on the eyes, because it's easier when you do it like with the shorter and you don't have to reach in there as much. So I will show you how to do it once we finish this round, and I'll also show you how you put on the antennas in the mouth, of course. You don't have to put a mouth if you don't want to. It's your decision. You don't have to put on antennas or eyes or wings. You can just make this a stripe. But I recommend putting on those antennas, wings, eyes, and mouth, because I think it'll look really cute. Okay, so go in through there, take my stitch marker off, pull a band through. Now I'm going to replace my stitch marker on like that, and then I'm going to take it and put it on another stitch. You don't have to do this. So just this stitch that's above it, just going to go like that. So that just secures it. Okay, so now we're going to put on our eyes and antennas and mouth. Okay, so time to put on our antennas, mouth, and eyes, which I just said that. So this is the decision that you need to make. You either flip it this way, which is the way I did it for this little guy and the other one, or flip it this way, and then the stitches look slightly different. I'll show you, as you can see, on this side and this side. I'm going to keep mine this way, but you make the decision. I'm just stretching mine out a little bit. You don't have to do this. So now we're going to put on our antennas. You'll need to choose the front of your face. So right here, I'm going to do mine. Sorry. I'm going to do mine right about here. I'm just going to take that and get our antenna. I see it. Right here. So put the loose end on your hook. Hold it and pull it through. So this is what you should have now. And let go. Now, on the stitch that's right next to it, so the way you can tell, you're going to have to know how to do this for the eyes also. So I'll just do this over here. This is one stitch, you can see right there. And then this is one stitch. So every little hole there is a stitch. And so this one, we're going to go in through this hole right here. Stick my hook in it. Grab that black band, put it on my hook, and pull it through. So now all you have to do is take this loose end and put it on your antenna. So like that, and you can leave it like this if you want really short ones, or pull it up. Wow, that looks like a little devil horn. That's so adorable. And I just loosened mine a little bit. So this is what mine looks like. Sorry, I just bumped it again. It's so close to my hands. See? Okay, so now I will do the antenna. I'll do my second eye. Well, I'll do my antenna with you guys again, because that might have been a little confusing. So now we're just going to go straight across about however many stitches you want them apart. I did 2 stitches apart. And I'm going to grab my antenna. Take this one. And I just hold mine down. See? It is so windy outside. Pull this through. Basically the same thing. So see it? It's in there. Now right in through this next hole or stitch. Stick my hook up. Grab my black band. Sorry. As you can see, I have it here. And I'm going to pull it through. And with this loose end, I'm going to stretch it and put it over that antenna. And I'm just going to yank this a little bit. I think those antennas turned out better than all my other ones. So there's what they look like. And, oh my gosh, this is so cute. Now we're going to put on, where's my hook? Here. We're going to put on our eyes. And this is in the way. So eyes are pretty much the same as the antenna, just slightly different. So on these little guys, I put them pretty far apart. So I'll count how many stitches. About 1, 2 apart. So not that far. but those stitches were not very tight. So we're just going to go 1, 2. So right here, I'm sticking my hook through this. I'm going to get an eye band. Just pull one end through. This might be a little bit confusing. If you have doll eyes, you can use doll eyes. From the inside, see this one? Right there? Go in through your next. You're going to skip one, go in through the next. So basically you're just skipping this. Don't go on through the next stitch. Go on through that next stitch. So, if that makes sense. 2 away. 1 away. Okay. Take it. Well, go up through it, and then get the other side of your eye band. Replace it on your hook. Pull it down through, and now look what you have inside. You have your stitch inside. Now we're going to take another single yellow band and pull it through, tie a very tight, good, sturdy slip knot. So there's one eye. Oh my gosh, I think I'm going to love this one the most. It is so cute. And then we're going to go back over. So 1, 2. Put it up. Whoops, wrong stitch. This one. Let's see, can I get this through? There we go. My power just flickered on and off again. And again. So take one side. I'm going to take my shorter side first. Pull that through. So this is what you should have, and you know the drill. We're not going to go in through this stitch, but we're going to go in through this stitch. Take it, grab that other end of your eye band, pull it through, and this is what you should have. I'm going to take a single band. Oops. And tie a good and sturdy slip knot. So his eyes are a little, not quite the same, but they are so cute. I think I love this one the most, at least the face. And now we're going to do our mouth. So this is optional. This is one I would say you don't need to have if you don't want it. And I may not want mine, just depending on what I do. So you can either put it lower like this or up here. I'm going to put mine somewhere different. I'm just going to see what this looks like real quickly. I'm not going to explain this. Well, I will. Pull your mouth band through a stitch. This is I'm just going to move this so you guys don't get confused. Sorry. Okay, yeah, I like that. I'll show you how to do that one. So, here's what you can do. You can find your cap band, which is right there for me. Just going to be in the center of your face. And you're going to go to the stitch on one side of it, right here. So mine's right next to my eyeball. That's okay. Put your hook through it. And here's my mouth band. It's just a plain old black band. Pull that through. And then go to the stitch opposite of this one. So it's going to be on the opposite side. And that's totally the wrong stitch. There we go. And take this other piece and pull it through. Oh, mine looks like a frowny face. I'm gonna do that one more time. Okay, I'm almost sure you guys can hear that chair falling around. So I'm just gonna go through this. Whoa, sorry, got way too close there. So go up through this stitch. This is just re-showing you guys because I didn't like the way mine got on there. You can hold on to this if you need to. And go up through the opposite side stitch, so this one. Pull it down and through. So I will probably end up cutting this piece off, so just tie a slip knot. So I don't like it. I would rather not have the mouth and just show you guys how to, but we'll see. So that's what mine looks like. I'm not real happy with it. I'm going to go fiddle with it. I'll be back. Okay. Okay, so after fiddling with him a little bit, I got him to where I'm okay with it. But we'll see how much I like it at the end. And I'm scooting this camera back real quick. There we go. So, here's what he looks like. Now we're going to do black. So, you're going to need to do 2 rows of black. So, I'm getting my black bands up here. These are just off-brand DIY, I think. So, this is a little bit of a different technique. You guys will probably not quite understand. Well, maybe. You probably will understand it. So we're going to go in through our next stitch. Now we're going to get a black band. And we're going to pull it through everything on my whole hook right now. So not just the first 2, but all 3. Like that. So if you got that, you're good. You can take your stitch marker out for this round. And tie a slip knot with it. And sorry if you hear noise. Then we're going to go in through this one. And we just do single rounds. Times 2. I'm only going to do this first one with you. Because I don't want this to take forever to upload. Whoa. Okay, so just normal. Okay, so actually I'm only going to do these first 5 stitches with you. So I will be right back once I'm done with this row and then 1 more row. So do 2 rows of black. 2. Dose. 2. Okay, I'll be back. Alright, so I almost forgot. I have to show you guys how to close off this first row. So, my next black band, pull it through. This is my last stitch in this row. That. Now, looks may be deceiving. This little tiny one, that is not a stitch. So don't use it. Go in through this big one. So it's not the first stitch, but the second. That's what it's going to look like. But really, they're both one band. We're going to take a single, pull it through, tighten, date. Okay. Now you'll need to put a stitch marker on. And come back to me once you finish this row and then the next row, because you need to do 1 more round of black. Okay, so I finished my 2 rows, and I just wanted to point out something to you guys real quickly. This guy, he's turning out to be a little smaller than these, not by too much, just by a little. So, we put his face. He's the baby. He's the little baby. So cute. But there he is. So I finished my 2 rounds of black. Sorry. And now I need to do 3 rounds of yellow. So just 3 normal rounds. And I'm going to show you guys again. You can take your stitch marker out for this row. And if you're not done yet, that's okay. You just need to finish and then come back to me. So we're going to go in through our next stitch, which is this one. We're going to get yellow. And again, same thing we did last time. Pull it through all the things that were on your hook. Like that. And tie the knot. So, sorry if you can hear background noise. My family's down here when I'm filming. So just do, this time, you do 3 rounds, and I'll make sure I remind you when I come back. But you do 3 rounds of yellow. So, I'll explain to you again what the Loomigurumi stitch is. And I might put out another Loomigurumi tutorial for very beginners where I explain it very easily. And the toilet just flushed, sorry. I'm going to take a single band, pull this through, reclaim, bring the first one through the back too. So it's getting noisier in here, and I'm sorry. But I'm just going to do a couple more of these stitches with you, and then I'm going to leave and do my other couple of stitches. So I'm really liking the way this iPad works. Much, much better than the computer, the laptop, because I can't necessarily see what I'm doing on the laptop. When I'm trying to stitch, I could go out of the screen for 15 minutes and not even know it, and then I would have to start over. So that's the bummer. And this is not my iPad, so I might not be able to use it for all my videos. I was very, very, very busy this weekend. I had 2 sleepovers in one weekend. Yes, it is a lot. My friend, both of them, I can't say their name, I'm not going to, but one of my friends spent the night at my house from Friday night to Saturday morning. And on Saturday at 3 o'clock, I went to my other friend's. I went to her to meet her, and then we went out, we ate, and then we went and stood in line for about an hour and a half, I think, maybe less, maybe more, to wait to get into the concert. So, and then of course I didn't want to drive all the way home. My house is very far away, and I slept at her house, and tomorrow I'm going to school. So, fun. Very busy weekend. I wanted to film my Loomigurumi octopus, but I think that's going to have to wait till next weekend because I'm working on Vicstar's sock monkey. So, then this tiny stitch, remember that's not one, so we're just going to go in through this. Pull a single band through. And then where did my stitch marker go? Oops, sorry. Goodness, I keep bumping this. So, this is what you should have. And do 2 more rows of yellow and then come back to me. Okay, so I just finished my 3 rows of this little bumblebee. This is his yellow stripe. And we did 2 stripes, 2 rows for black, 3 rows for yellow. Just because black is generally a little bit smaller. Like this. Now it's time to do black again. So you don't need your stitch marker for this row, but you can use it if you feel more comfortable. Go through this next stitch. We're going to get a single band and pull it through everything on this hook. So just like that. Tie the knot. And then just continue to do 2 rounds. So this will definitely take a lot of time to upload, but that doesn't really matter because you're watching it now. I really hope that you guys will enjoy this cutie. I know I will. And it is so noisy outside. I'm so sorry. I picked a bad time to film, but I wanted to get a tutorial out for you guys this week. Band. Okay, so you need to do 2 rounds of this, and we are almost done. See, we are working on this part, so we're almost done with this cutie. I'm so excited. So he's smaller, obviously. Even if we put him back here, he's tinier. But it's so cute. And also, don't worry about me skipping out on these little wings. Because I'm not going to. They come almost very last, just before we stuff him. So, don't worry about not putting them on there. So, I'm going to finish my two black rows, and I will be back, and you guys can meet up with me and hit the pause button if you need to. So, yeah. So, just a quick reminder. This very first stitch does not count as one. It's this next larger one that you need to go through. And my bands are so greasy. They're very annoying. I think the reason why this is smaller is because of my band choice. because I use all off-brand and my power keeps on going out and then on, so I'm extremely sorry about that. So yeah, and I also am getting the hiccups. So I will be back once they go away. Alrighty, so I just finished doing my 2 little things. So before we finish off our little cutie, I'm going to show you how to put the wings on. So I'm just going to put my stitch marker here because you have to use your hook. And then just for safety, I'm going to take my stitch marker and go up to a stitch. And this is optional, you don't have to do this. Just to secure it. Okay, so now we're going to put on our wings, and you need about 10 bands for each, and I'm just... But I think because my bee is a little smaller, I think I'll probably only need a little less, I don't know. We'll see. If you want to make wings this size, you need 10. So this is about the size of my pointer finger, the tip. Maybe a little bigger. So it's about the size to a little above this first joint, which that really doesn't really matter, but let's get started. So on these, it's in the center yellow stripe, but I'm going to put mine a little farther forward. So I'm just going to go through one black stitch, one yellow stitch. So it's somewhere in there. This is the Sweet 600 pack, light blue. I don't know what color it really is called. It's light blue, I think. Okay, so see how I just pulled that single stitch? I'll be able to show you again on this side. So I'm going to get this band and go 1, and then go back through there. It's so noisy outside. I keep saying this, but it is. 2. So see how we got that? Now go back in through that same stitch that we already put those other 2 stitches in. This one. Grab another band. Pull it through like that. So it's a little different than what we normally do. Okay, sorry. Just worried that I lost one. I only counted out the amount I'm going to need. Okay, so 1. And if my sister comes barging in through the door, I'm sorry. So just put 1, pull it through, go in through this same stitch. We need to put 4 stitches in this one, and in the first one we did 2. I think I might have miscounted. It's okay, I brought the box down here just in case. Also, if you want, oh, I didn't miscount. There's one back here that I didn't see. Also, if you want to, you can use clear. I think that will look good. Or even white silk bands would look white silk would be fine, but I meant to say white sweets. That would probably look pretty good. I really love sweets bands. I can't afford to do a rainbow loom order every weekend. That I would like to do one. Okay. Pull it through. So this is my little wing. It is actually quite large on this cutie, but I think it's cute. So I'm just going to put that on my finger, pinch it, and then from the inside we have to go up through this stitch. It's the one that already has 1 blue stitch in it. Whoops. This one. Grab that, and my sister's coming in. So pull that down, and then Ellie, grab this. Grab just a random band. That one's a little far. We'll go for this one. Take 1 single yellow, pull it through, reclaim, tie a tight slip knot. So this little guy is so adorable. His wings are so cute. So this is what his wings look like. He's adorably, wings are big, face is cute, he's tiny. My mom said he was cuter, more adorabler. I don't know why she keeps slamming the door, I'm sorry. More adorabler than this, so I'll be right back. Okay, time to do the other wing, and sorry I had to leave for just a second. So we're gonna go, basically what I do is I just count the stitches to where I think it's gonna go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So about 9 stitches away, I think that's good. Or 10. I'm going to go into 1 black stitch. Sorry, I'm kind of out of breath. I don't know why. 1 yellow stitch. And I'm so sorry for the noise. I wish it wasn't storming, but I can't help it. Okay, get in here, rubber band, so I can see you. So pull that through like a single chain would do. Reclaim. Now we're going to put 2 stitches in this one. This guy is so cute. I'm so happy for him to be done. Well, almost done. But we should finish in about 10 more minutes, I think. Maybe less. Okay, I'm going to pull another one through, 2 single, and we're going to put 2 chain. Sorry, we're going to put 4 stitches in that one. So 1. Okay then. I would just normally let it go, but I can't today because this band doesn't like me. Fine then. I'll use you later. 1, 2, get on there. Why are these bands so mean to me? I love them. Okay. I am extremely sorry that this band is evil. Okay, I put 4 in that. Come down this to this one, and we're going to put 2 stitches in that. Okay. So pinch this one. Oops. Now put your hook in there and up through that one, so right next to that blue stitch. Pull it down. No, get back here. My hand keeps getting. Pull that down in there. Now, this stitch right there, that's the one I'm going to use. Put my hook through that one also, just to secure this in here. And tie a knot. Pull tight. Okay. So I'm not, I am loving how cute this little guy is, but I did put his wings on backwards. It's okay though. Well, they aren't backwards. It's just that, see how this one is a different stitch than this one. I'm going to go off camera and fix that, so I will be right back. So, because I'm a perfectionist, I did have to change that around, so I did. It only took me like 2 minutes. So, now we're going to finish up our little guy. Yay! So it should take about, I don't know. Not very long. Okay, so you don't need your stitch marker anymore. So you can just set that aside. So depending on how you want your bee looking, this is very optional. You have 30 options, or you don't even have to make this bee. But there are 3 options to do, and I'm going to show them to you. With this little bumblebee, I did 3 rounds of just normal, and then decreased every single one. Oh, that was upside down. On his bottom. So that's what it looked like. On this little guy, I did 2 rounds, and then decreased completely for his bottom, and I did not like the way stuffing popped out, so that's not what we're going to do today. Today, we are going to do something slightly different, and your third option is to do 1 round, and then decrease every other all the way down, which we're going to decrease every other all the way down anyway. Don't need any more black here. Moving this back. You just do this with yellow, and I'm going to do all of this with you. I'm not just going to tell you to do something and then leave, because this little bee is smaller, and I think it's just because I told you guys to do 1 less decrease, but it's okay. It's adorabler, if that's even a word. So we'll go through our next one. Get a single yellow band, and this is just a round all the way around. Nothing special, nothing fancy. So, like that. So this isn't really a complete beginner's thing, because I'm not too detailed with it, but I think I do a good job of showing you how to do it in the beginning, and then I kind of just go a little faster at the end. Because we can't have a video be 2 hours long just to make a tiny little bee. It's not that tiny, actually. It takes a long time to upload. That is why I only have 2 videos, 3, including this one, on my YouTube channel in 3 weeks, because I don't have time to upload it or video it. So I'm doing my best. I'm filming one every weekend. I'm trying to get one out to you every weekend. Hopefully you'll stay happy with me. Trying to think of something I can tell you guys. Well, I did get some challenge requests, and I do want to do them. And I do want to do them with my sister. I do want to do them with my friends, but my friends don't want to do them. My sister, I don't think she wants to do them, but she would. But my sister can't have dye, so we can't do the what's in your mouth challenge. I really wanted to do that one, but I don't think we can do it, because a lot of things have dye in them that she would have to guess. So yeah, we can still try, though, with things that don't have dye. That would probably work. Maybe, hopefully. But I would love to do them because they sound fun, and I'm up for the challenge. Okay, whoops, dropped that. Do that again. Okay, restarting that one. Okay, and going to restart it again. There we go. So remember, this first one, not a stitch. This one, yes, it is a stitch. Pull tight. Okay, so now, if you want to do another round, you can. Don't want to. So we're just going to do, but what I am going to do for this little guy is decrease every 2 stitches instead of every other. I'm not sticking to my pattern here because my pattern didn't necessarily work out the way I thought it was going to. So 1 stitch, 1 stitch, and you don't need to put your stitch marker in. You can if you want to. And decrease. And then 1 stitch, 2 stitch, 1 stitch, 2 stitch, decrease. There. One stitch, one stitch, decrease, so just decrease that. Oh, I didn't teach you guys what a decrease is, silly me. Alright, I'll teach you what a decrease is. You're probably like, what the heck? I forgot, how dare I? Just saying, do a decrease. My sister's going to come in, so hopefully she won't slam the door again. Don't slam the door. Okay. Now I will generously teach you what a decrease is, which I should have done in the beginning of this round. But since I didn't, we're just going to do it now. Hopefully you were able to see what I was doing. Okay, a decrease is when you go in through one stitch and then go in through the next stitch. So I'll show you that again. When you go in through the next stitch and the next stitch and put them together. And go like this. So now we're just going to start doing decrease all. I mean, not decrease all, decrease every other. And you can see inside of the body. Okay, but before we do that, we need to stuff this cutie. So I just put my stitch marker in like that, so it would be secure. And you'll definitely want to, if you have, try to do that. I've showed you how to do it twice already. I'm not going to. Now, time for the stuffing. So you don't have to have stuffing. If you don't have, and there's hair on this. If you don't have stuffing, that's okay. You can use toilet paper, cotton balls, even plastic bags, flower petals that are fake. I mean, that would be fine. It would probably be a little weird, but you could still do it. Napkins, tissues, pretty much anything. Mine is just polyester. Well, it's not polyester. This just came off of an old quilt. This is the stuffing I always use. An old quilt that never got made. Look, you can see through it. Okay, so we're just going to stuff this, and I just take one piece and roll it. And take that like this. Roll it up, and it comes into that tiny ball. This ball really isn't that big. This camera makes everything look bigger than it actually is. Open up that hole and shove the stuffing in. And do that again. I'm rolling this up because I don't want to do it right in front of the camera. It makes it unfocused. Okay. Put that in there. So as you can see, my eyes are a little lopsided, but I'm not too worried about it. It is still adorable. So rolling another piece. And it started from this big, went to this big. And it's still the same. You definitely kind of want to make it jam-packed because you don't want to make your stitches get stretched out, but you definitely want to pack it with stuffing because you're going to have to rearrange it once we finish. Okay, so now decrease every other. And that's it. That's all you got to do. So take your stitch marker out and just do decrease every other, and then we will be done. So yay, we're almost there. Now I'll show you what a decrease is once again. I'm very sorry that I forgot to do that. So we're going to take this and go for next stitch and next stitch. And my family are talking, but I can't stop them, so yeah. So decrease every other until you're done. I'm going to go off camera and do this because it hurts my arm in this position. And I think, oops, try not to get, okay, try not to get stuffing in your stitches. I will be back once I finish. Alright, so when you get this small of a hole, you're just going to find the corresponding side, which is right here. So where your hook is, you're going to find that corresponding opposite side, so right there. I'm going to take a single band. You can take double if you feel more comfortable. And slip knot. We're almost done here. Just need to tuck it in and rearrange your stuffing a little bit.
Did she say it's okay if we go with them?
Okay, so go up here and grab that. Sorry. Grab that one. And just pull it in. Now, you're going to feel this and it's going to be empty. And you're going to feel this and it's going to be full. So, you just really have to squish that stuffing around to be able to get it to where you want. I just take it, roll it, then mash it so it's all fat and cute. Oh my gosh, this guy is so cute. He's way cuter than the other ones, if you ask me. So, we have finished. We have accomplished making this cute little bead. And I'll get his buddies out here. So, you can see how cute they are. Oh my gosh, it's like a little family. So, I hope you guys liked this tutorial and you were able to follow along with it. I know it was a little bit confusing, but hopefully it was good. And I know the tutorial was a whole hour long. It's kind of long, but hopefully you were able to make this cutie pie. And if you do make him, please post him on Instagram and hashtag it to Taylor's for fun. And then tag me in the picture and make sure you write at Taylor for fun in the description so I can see it. So yeah, I guess that's it. Bye.